What's up, sexy? I'm Lexi, and welcome to Lexplanations. What's up, sexy? I'm Lexi, and welcome to Lexplanations. If you've ever been curious about IT or computers and wanted to learn something about them through memes, you're in the right place. And if you've been in IT for a number of years, I hope you're ready to cry. A lot. Let's get started. Wasp nest in computer. No! Installed by previous occupant. Installed by previous occupant, an IT professional. I'm gonna guess they're using that term very loosely because this post ended up here. But I've been wrong before. I was right. I wish I wasn't. What is that? This looks like something that crawled out of Australia, probably on illegal substances. Even when you're starting out network cable, it's not gonna look this bad. If it does, I'd make sure you're doing it with your hands, because that's not the start of a network jack. That's a home for baby birds. There's no better way to do this. That is a $2 part. That is a $2 part. Okay, one gang faceplates. They're like $2. It takes 5 seconds to install. And this sentient pile of mayonnaise decided they would simply run this massive tentacle of wires, punch them into a block and plug a cable in and say, good enough. I hope you get gremlins in all of your networks. Routers installed. How does it look? Viewer discretion is advised. Why? Why would you do this? In New York City, Comcast Business will often do this. They have some sort of crappy Wi-Fi program where they nail an additional router next to your router as a free Wi-Fi hotspot that does not work. And it always looks like it was installed by a spider with foam fingers. If you're going to go through this much trouble, just at least buy some cables that are the right lengths and mount the stuff to the wall. My school's video cable still works. Alright, I know this looks bad, but this is one of those ones that it's not as bad as it looks. Public-facing ports get a lot of abuse, and in a lot of cases, AV systems are custom wired. You can either custom wire things by putting faceplates in with double-sided connectors and put a cable on the backside, which some people consider cheating. I think it's just fine because it's easier to repair. Or you can have them hardwired. It should be shoved back in, yes, and everything should be screwed back together. But this is just exposed custom AV wiring. It could have been done better, but it could have been done way worse. Video cables also don't carry enough voltage to be dangerous. You can go into a Best Buy and lick an HDMI cable and you will be just fine. The Best Buy employees will still ask you to leave, but you won't get shocked or anything. Mom's battery drawer, part 2. Oh, I hope there aren't any spoilers. I apparently missed part 1. Oh no. Why is it crumpled? Why is it leaking spite sauce? Okay, when you... No, we're doing this. We're doing this because it's important. Batteries. America's favorite snack. While they may be a nutritious and delicious bite-sized snack, they are also filled with rage and spite. The best they might do is ruin your electronics. The worst they might do is burn down your house. Why are they so angry? I have no idea. Maybe too many grind set podcasts. Everyone's a loser. Shut up. Alkaline and rechargeable batteries have a shelf life. There's an expiration date on them. Your homework for this... Yes, you're getting homework, even though I don't believe in it. Your homework for this week is to go through your battery box, I know you have one, and clean out all the crap in it that's either leaky or old or you can't remember when you bought it. It will not spark joy. It will just spark. Oh, but Lexi, you're talking about the alkalines in the house batteries, but you're not talking about the spicy pillows. Oh, I'm getting there. The ones that treat spite as a competitive sport are lithium-ion batteries. These fire fruits ripen quietly over time into the Devil's Capri Sun, just willing and ready to turn your house into the best Fallout cosplay backdrop ever. One day I'll do an episode just on spicy pillows. Clean out anything that's beyond its expiration date or leaky or looks corroded or icky or weird or anything. Then go through your house for any old electronics, old phones, old tablets, anything that's bulging or puffy or fluffier than it should be, and recycle them. These batteries are everywhere from, electric lawn tools to electronic devices to smart home stuff, anything that gets recharged, especially cheaper stuff. Check your home for spicy pillows so that you're not woken up in the middle of the night to a very angry fire that cannot be put out. Hasn't been running for 13 years with cleaned up image. Oh, I love it when they show the aftermath. So wait, you said this hasn't been running? I'm guessing this is in a server closet or something like that. Oh, the hand. Yay. I do wonder why they're reviving it if it's 13 years. But some systems like BMS, building management systems, and access control, all sorts of integrated stuff that's built into a building needs older hardware. It also makes great lab equipment. If you're getting into IT and you want to experiment with like Active Directory or VMware or anything like that, a lab is a great place to start. Get an old server, install, copy a Windows server on it, set up a Hyper-V, create a few virtual machines or install ESXi on it, set up a few VMs, set up an Active Directory domain controller, break it, panic, rebuild it. That's how you get better IT. Either somebody else breaks it and you fix it, or you break it and you fix it. If you're panicking, you're probably doing it right. Didn't have a wire, so that is not mains power. That is mains power. Oh no. What have you done? Is that where the power is? Hang on, I'm gonna check. I don't want this to be true. It's true. Don't ever do this. For many reasons, but one, the first thing is there's something called AWG, which stands for American Wire Gauge, which is how thick the wire is, which dictates how much power it can safely move around. I'm sure there are other systems in other countries, and the comments will be filled with those. Thank you all for your input. But AWG is what I work with. So you can run power on thinner and thinner wire gauges, but then the distance you can run that power is shorter because wire still has a little bit of resistance and it will heat up. And if you run too much power over too long of a distance on too thin a wire, it will catch fire. I don't know what wire gauge that is, but it does not look thick enough. Please don't die just to play games. I love games. I would not do that to play games. So, Infinity, Ritter Sport, and then a garbled mess for what I assume is the price. They're e-ink price displays? That seems really cool, but also kind of wasteful and also really dystopian. Imagine like the prices of various things just like updating while you're still in the store. Like you could walk away from something and it would go from like $7 to $10 before you hit the register. Oh, that's wild and kind of creepy, but yeah. Displays work a whole bunch of different ways. There's usually in displays there's something called a display driver, which, not like a software driver, like an actual hardware driver, which tells which pixels to go where and what color they should be. For LCDs, it's a little bit different. I'm not gonna get into all of it today, but malfunctions or damage to the driver board, such as a cart running into it even, that can cause a bunch of garbage. And you end up with a chocolate bar that is the price of a glitched Pokemon. Guys, this iFat Pro mask is for sale. Nothing, just $1,000.01. Okay, I appreciate a utilitarian design. What the hell? I appreciate a utilitarian design. I don't know how this is a mask. Oh, there's more pictures. Oh my god. Is that a Samsung tablet taped onto a with a 5 dB 2.4 gigahertz antenna? What even? Don't carry this through an airport. They will search you in places you didn't know you could be searched. I'm assuming this is in education or something like that. But I would appreciate if like the juice box was actually a USB battery. Like if this looked like a piece of crap, but it was actually all functional. All the parts of it were somewhat useful. I use this most every day. I will use it until it dies. I don't know. Considering you have drilled actual nails, screws into it, I'm pretty sure if you asked it to identify itself, it would identify itself as a mouse. I just want to send you a mouse out of pity. This is gonna be one of those pieces of tech that is never going to die on you, so you're never going to like mentally find the justification to replace it. Please, for everyone's sake, just let it die. Medium rare monitor. My favorite. If you eat your monitors well done, you are a monster. You are melting all of the flavor out of your monitor. See, this is how it's done. How does this actually happen? Well, assuming it's not an external thing. Older monitors have something called CFL, or compact fluorescent light. I think there was another name for it too. But anyways, these things have an inverter, which is a thing that takes one kind of power and spits out another kind of power. In these cases, it gets very high voltages so that the tubes actually fluoresce. Anytime you have something like that, it can get pretty hot, and if it malfunctions, it can get very hot. I don't know if it would melt something that large of a radius. Like, this might be something external, but I've seen notebook ones get pretty darn hot to the point where they started to damage the screen under them. So, but yeah, if you're gonna cook your monitors, don't do well done. Friends don't let friends overcook monitor. Found on Discord. Want some cake? This image is fairly old and it's been going around for a good long while, but I do like it just to show you how platters work. Spinny hard drives, which has been around for quite a long time, have a bunch of stacked platters and a bunch of heads that move along them. So you see a lot of pictures of it from the top with the little arm and the circle, but you don't often realize that there's actually stacks of them. And all of it gets contained in a nice big data sandwich that after 3 to 5 years of continuous operation will probably start to make weird clicking noises and forget everything it has ever known. Make regular backups. My friend wanted to see the inside of his phone. Is your friend okay? Did they do this with their fingernails? What nail polish do they use? Because mine would have cracked by now. And your friend knows about the D-Pran skins that you can slap on that shows you the inside, right? Like, they didn't have to. I'm concerned. It appeared to be expanding before the screen suddenly detached. A 3G iPhone. Find your old phones, make sure they're not fat. I don't know why everybody puts them in their nightstand. I do too. I don't know why I do it, but it's a bad move and I shouldn't do it, and neither should you. Wire monster. This actually looks like a demo. When you're replacing racks in a server room, it's often very hard, if not impossible, to save the networking that's in place. You kind of just have to rerun the entire thing. In a lot of cases, the networking is fairly old, so it all makes sense in the end, but you just have to kind of cut it. You can rip it straight out of the back of the 110 block, but you just kind of have to cut it, and you end up with piles of cable like this. So this isn't as bad as it looks. That being said, that giant pile of blue raspberry spaghetti on the left-hand side does need 2 7-inch googly eyes just to freak out / amuse the next network engineer in that closet. That's my contribution to this post. And finally, can't tell if the kids wanted to watch Dora or play Dark Souls. Dora Souls! One hit from Swiper and you're dead. Map! Where is the map? We need to make a bonfire! Anyways, that wraps it up for this episode. Subscribe for more pain if you haven't already. I should probably sell that better. We have a subreddit now, r/TheLexikitty. You can submit tech support gore there, or fan art, or pictures of your pets, because pets are cute. It's still getting off the ground, so, you know, be gentle, but feel free to join and check it out. The amount of people that liked the first video in this series just, oh my god, completely took me by surprise. And like, to all of the new people, welcome, hello, I apologize for everything, but we're glad to have you on board. Have an absolutely victorious day tomorrow. Stay safe, stay awesome, make more stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video.